Shahed drones, and this is a developing tactic by the Russians, sending these blizzards of drones in to try to overwhelm Ukraine's air defenses so that these missiles can get through. At least 2 people killed, according to the Ukrainian government, and it comes as Ukraine is watching very closely as President Trump appears to be executing something of a U-turn, saying that he no longer believes that Vladimir Putin is negotiating towards a ceasefire in good faith, and saying that he will restore the supply of some defensive weapons to Ukraine. The Ukrainians are also hoping that President Trump will eventually sign off on a new sanctions bill against Russia that is working its way through the United States Congress, has a lot of bipartisan support in the Senate. The Ukrainians say that it would increase pressure on Vladimir Putin to come to the negotiating table to make a deal. President Zelensky in Rome today, meeting with European allies and talking about ways to boost Ukraine's air defenses. Raf Sanchez, NBC News, London.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio says that the U.S. and Russia have exchanged new ideas for Ukraine peace talks. This comes after Rubio met with his Russian counterpart in Malaysia this morning. Rubio says he and the Russian foreign minister discussed a new and different approach, but did not elaborate. Rubio said that President Donald Trump has been increasingly frustrated that there's not been more flexibility on the Russian side to bring about an end to the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. One of the most outspoken members of Congress is warning of a housing collapse that could be even worse than 2008, and he says climate change is to blame. For the past 13 years, Rhode Island Senator Sheldon Whitehouse has given a speech every week that the Senate is in session, every time urging wake up about climate change. This week was the 300th time he's given that speech. And it's not just a warning from this one senator. An independent analysis from First Street showed how climate stress is driving up the cost of home insurance from Colorado to Texas.
All across America, in wildfire country and along our coasts, those notices are coming through the mail slot. Notices of non-renewal. You're fired by your insurance company. Good luck getting new insurance. Your rates have doubled. Your rates have tripled. We're having a true homeowners insurance crisis. That is the leading edge of the climate threat that's coming at us.
Are we talking bigger than 2008 potentially?
I will tell you that the chief economist for the insurance giant Freddie Mac said that just the coastal insurance risk problem was likely to cascade into a mortgage problem, a real estate values problem. Since then, the wildfire risk evil twin has raised its head as well. So yeah, it's 2008 or worse.
In December, the Senate Budget Committee warned of an escalating insurance crisis across the country. And last fall, an NBC News analysis found 1 in 8 Americans already don't have home insurance. White House says we still can prevent the worst, which is why he keeps giving those speeches. Yale and George Mason Universities also released new research showing an increasing number of Americans are worried about everything from wildfires to hurricanes, and that 2/3 understand that climate change is driving those risks.